morning. Welcome to another episode of Blue Bar's Garage. Well, good morning, folks. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Phoenix, Arizona, and Onyx is out there doing something. Anyway, today we're gonna go ahead and finish up our brake job that we started last week. We didn't get to being able to finish the whole thing. So today we're gonna be tackling the back. So that's what we're gonna be working on today. So in our last episode, we went ahead and we tackled the front brakes. We did that because it was a little bit easier than working with the back. So the thing about the back brakes is because this car has an electronic emergency brake, we are working with the actuator there in the back. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. We don't have a computer to put it into service mode. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have to tackle it manually. And essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to take the actuator off and then manually pull back the emergency brake. And we'll go ahead and show you how to do that a little bit later. But just an extra step that we have to do here, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. It'll be all right. And this is what we're working with today, guys. We're going to be installing the Geo-carbon brake kit here, slotted and drilled from our friends over at R1 Concepts. We also do have the ceramic brakes, and it does come with all the hardware that we need for this job. So without further ado, let's get this party started, as the Black Eyed Peas would say. We're going to start on the right-hand side here. Before we start this job, you want to make sure that your emergency brake is not engaged. So before you even start, go first and make sure that your emergency brake is off. You'll probably have to turn your car on and disengage the electronic emergency brake. Second step is you want to remove your rotor screw, or else that's gonna be a pain in the butt as well. What I did is I went ahead and grabbed a Phillips screwdriver, put it in there with a hammer, and just banged it out a couple times just to kind of break it up a little bit. And then what I ended up doing is I just went ahead and used my impact and zipped it out. That way I will avoid stripping the actual screw. Because it does have the electronic brake, you have the actuator back here, as you can see, and we're gonna do it manually. So there's a couple bolts that are holding this into place intact with this whole thing. So the first thing that we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna want to remove these back here. So they're just little caps, and you can just use like a flathead or something and just get the caps off of the back. Put that aside, the other cap as well. We'll get that out of the way. Next thing is you're gonna want to remove this right here. So what I did is I just grabbed my Allen wrench because I'm gonna need it anyway, and just kind of started pulling on this thing. Perfect. Cool, there you go, just got this off. Next thing we're wanting to do, we are gonna go ahead and start removing the actual caliper here, either a T45 Torx bit or a 7mm Allen wrench. I'm gonna use the Allen wrench just to break it up here real quick. This bottom one as well. Okay, there we go. There are two screws that are holding the actuator in place. You're gonna have to feel around here. Okay, so there is the actuator, guys. 5mm Allen wrench, or Allen key, I should say. Next thing you want to do is you want to remove the actuator. So it is a little tricky, I suppose, because there is a gasket. So I'm just gonna use a small little flathead and just kind of pry it in between where they meet, and there you go. Cool, so got it off. There's the actuator, there is the screw. So now that we have that out, what we're gonna do, we are going to manually back it out, and we are gonna be using a 9mm socket. This is very important, guys. What you want to do is flip it around to make sure that you can see what is actually happening with the piston there. So we're just gonna insert it in here, and we're just gonna slowly start to turn it, and we're gonna look to see what the piston is doing. Okay, so if you turn it towards you, the piston's coming out. So if you turn it away from you, that's what you wanna do. You wanna turn it away from you, and that will, you'll see the piston slightly move inward, and then that's how you know that you turned it the right way. Not towards you, but away from you, this way. And that will let you know that the piston is going back inside. So once you have that, we're going to use our piston compression tool, and that'll slide right on in there. Perfect. And then we start to turn this bad boy. Now it's catching. And it is compressing the piston inward. As you can see, this is good. That's what we want. And we'll just keep going until we feel a little bit of resistance. And that's good right there. We're gonna go ahead and put the actuator back on. Now we're gonna work on removing this part of the caliper with a 17 millimeter. Awesome, here we go. We just removed this guy. Now onto the actual rotor. Sometimes these rotors do get stuck. So I just gave it a nice little blow around here, just kind of in pattern there, and it popped right off. That was super easy. There you go. There we go. Push that bad boy in and screw this in. What we're gonna do is the one with the spring goes on the back, and it's really nice because it literally just slides right in there. Look at that. So easy. So easy. Look at that. So simple. Beautiful. Okay guys, well there it is. We went ahead and installed the actuator back into its place. Everything looks good. Now the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and pump the brakes and make sure that this thing is working like it's supposed to. Fingers crossed. Awesome, yay. All right, so we just confirmed that the brakes work as they are intended to. We went ahead and hit the brakes, make sure it works, and then also, we went ahead and initiated the electronic parking brake, and everything works as it's supposed to. Praise! Awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the wheels back on, and that is it for the day. All right, and once more, there it is with the wheel on. Shoosh, that looks awesome. Heck yeah, man. Now we got the front and the back. Looking fresh and clean, baby. Heck yeah. So sick. Love it. Well, that is a wrap for today's video. We went ahead and installed the rotors and the brakes on the back side of the car without any issues. And again, it was just a lot simpler than what I had anticipated it to be. So that's always a good thing. We went ahead and confirmed that the brakes do work and the actuators still work as they're supposed to. So that is all great news. So that is awesome. That's a job well done. I'm super excited for these new drilled and slotted rotors from our friends at R1 Concepts. Big shout out to them again for hooking us up with this Geo-carbon set. And I think already it just looks so much better. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you hadn't seen the front episode, that was the previous episode, so go back and watch that if you want to. And again, guys, if you haven't subscribed and liked yet, please do so. We are in our new space here, which gives us a lot more room, and looking forward to just continuing to build this thing out and pump out more videos for you guys. So thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you then, or we'll see you another time.